Some of the key indicators when we look at an amalgamation are, so I'll start with compensation because that seems to be a big issue, because if you have to bring two organizations together who are unionized, you have to also look at what are the rates of pay and the cost. That can easily dissuade many integrations. The other indicators that we look at are retention rates. So when you look at both organizations, how long have people stayed? The average length of service. What is the turnover rate? What are the types of employees that the two organizations employ? And if they do an employment engagement survey, what are the employee engagement scores?
I've done quite a bit of amalgamation work in the not-for-profit sector since 2014. I don't know if there's a magic or not, but you pick up on the really big differences in cultures, and often they can't mix. But I think if people, especially management, are open-minded enough to try and get past some of those differences and design, if you have culture A and B, design culture C.
Nobody in the organization knows what to do in a merger. They don't have the financial background. So when you're working people through that and encouraging them to come along and getting them over that hump of uncertainty, that's a big deal. And you do really form some strong bonds as you develop that trust with people that there's a strong future ahead for the organization.
When you're bringing two organizations together, I think the absolutely critical thing to do first is make sure you do your due diligence. I think of one case, there was this one debt that they had to their pension plan that was insurmountable. And you think, why is that like that? How did they get there? Is that a culture thing? Is that lack of attention? What is it that's there? And then can I live with that or not?
In my work with integrations and amalgamations, it's been in a healthcare sector where hospitals were either mandated or decided that they were going to come together so that the final outcome would be better patient care.
The leaders that are there within the organization will often want to demonstrate to their staff that the organization will continue to move forward. We have great outcomes, and you find leadership skills that you didn't know were there.
Have a plan, have a vision, know where you need to get to, and then communicate like crazy, because the staff are always going to be worrying about what's going to happen. Are you going to do restructuring? Who's my manager going to be? Are you going to change my job? All kinds of questions, and rightfully so. I've been through them myself. And I always say, if you think you've communicated enough, communicate more, because you never have.